For millions of households, the first working day of the month operates like a psychological reset button. The notification arrives and the entire house exhales. Last month's financial anxiety is cleared away, and for a brief moment, the spreadsheet is clean again. In a middle-class context, a good job is defined by respectability, parental pride, and a life structure that is instantly recognizable to others. It functions as a social survival strategy, providing a title parents can share with confidence and a status that relatives readily approve of. Because this specific amount arrives on the exact same date every 30 days, it creates an atmosphere of absolute peace. We begin to look at that mechanical predictability and mistake it for total life stability. Over time, employment quietly stops being a tool for earning capital and becomes a core identity, a perceived shield that keeps the chaos of the outside world away from the family. On day 1 of the month, that salary deposit makes us feel like financially enlightened CEOs. By day 4, the depletion begins. This visualizes the reality of the monthly drain. The money is automatically allocated before you even see it. Large slices disappear to cover the rent, the utility bills, the existing EMI payments, and the subscriptions you forgot were active. You are left with a thin sliver of capital that must survive the rest of the timeline. You earn a high professional income. You aren't technically broke, but by the end of the first week, you are still calculating the cost of a daily coffee. We have mistaken the reliable rhythm of money moving in and out of our accounts on a set schedule for the actual presence of financial security. The illusion of that security breaks the moment a single word echoes through a corporate office: restructuring. There are 2 opposing definitions for the exact same role. At the dining table, your job is treated as a permanent shelter. At the executive level, your job is treated as an adjustable operational cost. This network illustrates the structural vulnerability of the middle-class dream. Every small dot represents a life obligation: school fees, medical bills, or a mortgage, and every single one is tethered to one central pillar: a single employer. If a management team pivots their strategy, the pillar vanishes, the tethers snap. Your safety in that system is not something you own, it is entirely borrowed. To understand why families push for this path, look backward. For previous generations, a fixed salary was a literal rescue from profound financial chaos. They grew up in an era where any delay in income was catastrophic. A monthly salary was an act of grace. It meant, for the very first time in a family's history, money arrived on a date they could actually build a future around. That intense cellular relief conditioned an entire generation to overvalue predictability. To them, variable income looked like a direct threat to survival, rather than an opportunity for growth. Applying a survival mechanism from a past era of scarcity to the modern economy quietly traps us. By avoiding risk so completely, we have built our financial lives beneath a wealth-limiting ceiling. A regular salary is brilliant at organizing your present month. It gives you rhythm and discipline, but it lacks the reach to secure your long-term future on its own. Think of the job strictly as your foundation. This is your operational stability. It gives you a place to stand. We spend decades reinforcing this floor, but rarely build independent pillars that keep standing if that employer disappears. Being settled in a good role is a fantastic floor, but it becomes a tragedy when you allow that stability to become your ceiling. True, modern financial security requires a combination of high-leverage skills, disciplined investments that compound while you sleep, and assets that you own outright. The goal is not to recklessly abandon a stable job. It is simply to correctly reassign its role. You stop asking the job to carry the entire weight of your future. When you build outside of your salary, you achieve optionality. This is the quiet power of knowing your family's safety will not vanish if one corporate system changes its mind. Keep the floor, respect the stability it provides your daily life, but take immediate responsibility for building